Lil. Listening to a Lil One by Future. This colorway, it always reminds me of the Future DS2 album cover, which I'm listening to DS2 right now because Mixtape Pluto is coming out this Friday. But the reason I pulled these three shoes out is not just to compare the colorways to rap albums. I guess this would be Yellow Tape by Key Glock. What would this white one be? What's a good white and orange album cover? Maybe Out the Trunk by Larry June. Regardless, it is pouring rain, as you saw out there. It's currently Monday night, 6:38 p.m., so I do have some time before the run tomorrow morning, but I think it's supposed to be raining here pretty much all week. And I have narrowed it down to probably these three shoes plus the Endorphin Elite in terms of shoes that I'm considering racing in. And I have a big workout tomorrow morning, one of my last big workouts, and I'm going to choose one of these three shoes to do it in the rain. I have not tested the On Grip in the rain, and that's my one fear about picking this shoe to race in. I'm just not sure how it's going to do in the wet weather. It's felt great, but there's just been some weird issues. The upper's been a little bit weird. The rubber coverage is, I don't know, iffy. Puma's going to do great in the rain, but it hasn't felt as aggressive as the other two shoes. And then the Alpha Fly, I've actually had good luck with this grip, but the aggression is maybe a little bit too much for the marathon. So every shoe has trade-offs, and as we're thinking about picking a marathon shoe, it's all negotiating those trade-offs. Do we want more comfort? Do we want more aggression? Do we want something a little bit more reliable? Or do we want something more exciting? That is the question that I'm going to need to answer within the next few weeks, and I do have a bunch of awesome shoes here to pick from the Chicago Marathon. But first, we got to get these workouts in. So tomorrow's going to be another big workout. I'll pick from these shoes in the morning, watch a little bit of football tonight, and then we're going to hammer. We're going to hammer tomorrow. It's another big one. So it's 9:47. I just shut off the game at halftime. Had a little bit of a pre-bedtime snack, but I had to show you guys one more thing before we go to bed here. Look at that. That's good luck. That's our good luck charm for tomorrow's workout. It's been raining, so I think a lot of the slugs are getting washed out of their homes, and one made it inside here. I've seen them come through down here occasionally. I've never seen one up this high on the wall. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Little slug talk doesn't bother me. Shout out to this slug, putting in the absolute work, man. Let's go. See you in the morning. All right, it is 7:36. Charlie drove the kids to school. It is still wet and rainy out there. I'm just going to go classic. I'm not going to mess around this morning with any weirdness, any shenanigans. I just want to get a good workout in. So you already know what that means. We are going to go the Puma Deviate Elite 3 here. This is going to give me the best chance of, got to get over to the window, best chance of putting down some pace and having this workout be successful. And that's why it's always good to have a shoe in the rotation that you can just feel confident throwing down pace in. For a while, it was the Adidas Boston 12. Now it's this guy. This is my fastest shoe that has good grip. So I'm going to have no excuses to not be hitting my paces this morning. Let's go fire up what the workout is. Actually, I can show you. I also have Future just blasting in the background, which is really distracting. Hey, rotation by Future. He's talking about a different rotation, though. That is not Supwell certified behavior. All right. Back to the book of Daniels. We're getting scarily close here. We are getting scarily close because we are at 4 weeks until the race. So Sunday I did the first workout, which was 21 miles I actually just did 20 miles because it's a steady long run. I didn't need to be a hero, and I only needed 20 miles for my weekly mileage. And then Q2. And what are these Qs are? Our second quality session of the week. So I'm following the 2 quality sessions marathon training plan for 101 to 120 miles per week. A lot of people ask me what book I have, what do I follow. I like the Jack Daniels at my level of mileage, anywhere from 60, 70 plus miles per week. That's when it starts making sense to use the Jack Daniels plan, and especially the Q2, because these workouts are longer, they're tougher. But if you're below that 40, 50, 60 miles per week, this is the one I recommend, Hansen's marathon method. This is also my favorite half marathon training method. It's simple. It will also cap your long runs at about 16 miles. You can go a little bit longer than that if you want, but I like this I could even do this now at 100 miles per week, but this is simpler. It's easier to understand. The Daniels plan has more unnecessary complexity in it, whereas the Hansen's plan is it's more straightforward. This is my recommended plan for most people. If you're attempting to push some higher mileage, that's when the Daniels is going to be the best plan for you. And it's like I say with the shoes too, right? A shoe like the Alpha Fly, that's almost like the Daniels plan, where you can use it, but you're going to get the most benefit out of it once you're hitting certain levels. There's also running. So today's workout, I don't even like doing stuff like this, right? I'm giving it a try, this block, but we're running 3 different paces inside of one workout. So it's 3 by 3. So 5 miles of warm up, 3 miles of threshold with a 1-minute jog in between, and then 3 kilometers at interval pace, which for me is about 3:17 for each kilometer, or 5:17 pace on those 5:17 mile pace on those intervals, and then 3 400-meter repeats. Now, I've felt completely smashed for the past few days, and this is just marathon training. So I'm pretty smashed today too. I would have liked to do one more day of recovery and do this tomorrow, but just the way my schedule is working out, I've got to do it today. So we're going to give it a go. That will put us at about 14 to 16 miles on the morning. Goal here is just to execute these paces right on target, or efforts. I'm not going to actually. So last week when we did this was the workout for last week, 6 kilometers with a 2-minute jog in between, and then finishing with 4 400-meter repeats. That was absolutely brutal. I did it in the same area back and forth on the flat. I'm not going to do that today. So some of these paces might be a little bit off just because I'm going to run it on the roads and the hills. I will try to find maybe a flat area to do these kilometers, but I'm just going to make sure the effort is honest. A 5:17 effort, that's about a 8 out of 10 effort for me. So as long as I'm getting up into the right effort, that will be good. It's too much to try to find one area around my neighborhood to hang out for 12 miles of work, or however long this is going to be, an hour of work, and just run back and forth. It's just not pleasant. So we're going to run these on the hills, test the Puma grip, have some fun. Hopefully, I've been executing all my workouts pretty much as prescribed, right on target. So I'm feeling confident that I can hit these. Some of these later ones might get a little bit tough and gritty, and the paces might not exactly be on target, but effort, consistency, health. If we're running them with a good solid effort, then this workout will be a win. Then just looking ahead a little bit to this weekend, we got a 20 miler with some grindy marathon pace. Next week, another threshold session. And then we're cutting down. And then we'll be cutting down to a 16-mile long run and a 12-mile long run, or a 12-mile workout. And then it's going to be Chicago. So Chicago training is in full swing right now. This is the last little stages of it. Only one more 20-mile long run. That's absolutely crazy. And I like running more than I like racing, so it's a little bit disheartening for me to see the mileage level start to drop. We're also only supposed to hit 80% of peak mileage next week, and then 70% the week after to taper down. I'm excited to go and run the race, but I like running, so I'll be excited to recover and then get back to it and hit my annual mileage goal. But that is the plan for today. We're going to do it in those Puma Deviate Elite 3. They've been treating me well so far, and see how it goes. I'm going to finish up my breakfast here. I'm actually going to finish up Mason's breakfast that she didn't eat. Charlie made amazing pumpkin muffin, so pumpkin muffin, finish my coffee, change, and then we'll be good to go. Man, I said this yesterday, but we're in one of those periods of training right now where everything just feels a little bit harder and more annoying than it should. But we got to push through. And putting on a good pair of Carbon County race shoes, that can solve a lot of issues. Because these things make it so much easier to run. And the foam in these is great. I didn't even go into a full overview of the shoe, but I've done 2 runs so far. I did 10 miles at about a 6 flat pace, and then I did a 20-mile long run with 8 miles at threshold, 540 something or 530 something. And these have been great. They've got some pop to them. At first, I wasn't too impressed, but the foam has softened up a little bit, and it's almost like a peppier Light Strike Pro. I love the snap of the carbon plate and just how it works together with the foam. Somebody commented that they think this is a shoe that you have to be running with a good form. I agree. You really do get a lot of benefit when popping off, kicking hard off the front of the platform here, and you don't get a lot of foam in the back, so not too great for relaxed miles. But for running fast, I have loved these. And within that 20-mile long run, I actually did have some miles at a 7 flat pace. And they weren't too bad for that. Whew. Yeah, this is one of those days where we just gotta start getting into the workout. We have a long warm up, so hopefully shake out the sleep from last night. I got 8 hours last night, which is great. And yeah, hopefully we can get into it. Raining again. Let's do it. Oh man, it is cold, windy, and rainy. It went from summer to whatever this is in about 2 weeks. This is nasty. And it's day 2 of this, no reprieve. So we've got a long warm up here. Should be about 40 minutes, 35 to 40. Get mentally into the run a little bit, shake out the legs, and get ready to roll. First straightaway here, my mantra recently has been to just trust the training because I'm tired, but I've consistently been able to get up for these workouts and execute. So we're just gonna lean in, ride the stormy waves here, feel confident because we've been hitting the workouts as planned. All right, we're 1 mile in. Yeah, my mood and energy levels today are about the same as the weather. Gray and low. But this is a time where we just gotta be mercenaries. Make them pay. Even if we don't feel like putting the armor on, we're gonna fight another day. And after today, I don't have another workout till the weekend. So we just gotta get up for this, and then we'll have some rest. I think I can. All right, mile 2. We're still having GoPro issues. If anybody has a GoPro 12 that they want to sell me, DM me on the Supwell app. Or if you know how I could get a discount on the 13. And I don't want any of those other brands. No DJI or Insta360. GoPro only. But yeah, man, this weather is not ideal for mood, but it's actually not too bad for running. The temps are cool. We got a light mist. So that last mile was a 7:15. We just gotta trust, and this is the thing, some days our brain is our best friend, others it's our biggest enemy. And I've been reading a book on the science of running. It's literally called The Science of Running, and it's one of my least favorite books that I've read. But as my 9th grade Latin teacher said, you gotta read the good books with the bad. That's actually how he talks. Shout out to Dr. Reyes, putting in the work. He also came to school every day in a 3-piece suit. He was a beast. Yeah, not my favorite book because it's so focused on the science, and a lot of the stuff isn't that actionable. But what I have found interesting so far is a lot of discussion around the role of the brain in potentially limiting or enhancing our performance. And one of my takeaways has been the brain is so powerful. We can trick ourselves into running better. Some days like this, by just telling ourselves, we got this, this is easy. And then conversely, we can force ourselves into worse performances when we're down in the dumps or not feeling strong. But if we've executed on workouts, the fitness is there. And that's what we have to remember, and that's where the brain can come into play. And a lot of the stuff that he's talked about so far in the book, The Science of Running book, is more about the kick at the end of a race and how the brain lets loose the reins a little bit and will let us get more performance. But there's so many aspects of our running where that exact philosophy is true. We gotta convince ourselves that it's easy, that it's almost done, that we've got it, and then it makes it a little bit easier. That is my anecdotal evidence, at least, from the vibes of running book. Oh man, it's about to flood again down there. that was mile 4. 6:56. We've got construction, lots of shenanigans. Wet lawn care, but we're gonna keep it going. These are the best days of training. These seriously are. Because these are days where we look back on it and we say, I did not want to do that at all, but I did. But I did, because that's how it's going to feel mile 18, 19 of the marathon. This is a mental toughness workout. All right, we're about to hit mile 5 up here. I'm just gonna hit it with what I have. We've got to go 3 threshold miles. This should be below a 5:50. Around a 5:45 would be great. All right, we're off. See you on the other side. All right, that was a 5:42. Right on target. Nothing special. This next one is gonna be uphill though, so we shall see. My shirt is essentially useless at this point. It's just soaked. But this is where you just let the machine take over. I've practiced these paces. Just let the body do the work. Shut the brain off. All right, next mile, let's go. All right, that was painful. 5:48 up the hill. We've got one more. And then some kilometers and then some 400s. It's go time. That was a 5:50. Another miss, which is highly annoying and frustrating. But it's also what happens when you're running these windy roads uphill. And it was my decision to run this on the hills. But we now have some kilometers even faster. I'm gonna jog it back out till we hit the neighborhood and then see what I have. All right, first one, let's go. I have just enough today to hit these exactly as prescribed, but not like this, not in the rain in the hills. That was a big miss. That was a 3:27. I'm gonna stay in the neighborhood. I did a loop around here for the last kilometer and ended running head first into the wind on the main road. So I'm just gonna make these as easy as possible to hit on the last two. Get a nice little downhill here. Yeah, I don't have much today. This is trash. This is trash. I'm just gonna start the next one here. Downhill assist. Let's do it. Yeah, I just can't hit these paces today. This is extremely frustrating. And I'm not even that gassed. I just can't get them going in the rain. This is why I don't train by pace very often. It just pisses me off, especially in conditions like this. But I decided to do it this morning, so we gotta follow through. And so far I'm failing big right now. Just missing on everything. And here's the thing, there's some days where we can come out here, positive self-talk this, joy of running that. But there's other days where we need to just lock in and it's binary success failure. And today we're on the failure side right now through the first half of this workout. The thing is, that was a 6-second miss on a kilometer, but I should be smashing these based on how I've been running recently. I don't have it today. But one more kilometer and then we have 400s. 14 miles, average 6:46 pace, 1 hour 34 minutes. I'm trying to find something good to say, but that was complete trash. So, some days it's just gonna be complete trash. I missed on every single one of those reps except for the first mile rep, which is a 5:42. And I feel like I was moving the goalpost on myself a little bit. We're changing the requirements for the workout because at the breakfast table I said I just wanted it to be a solid effort. And then as I got out there, I realized I wanted to hit those paces. And I just was not able to. I was a step behind on every single one of those. It just felt like I was playing catch up the entire time. Super frustrating. Some days it's going to be like that, and at the same time, there are no moral victories, as I was saying, man. And this is the thing about the training by feel. we can come out here and say that we just care about being consistent, staying healthy. But that's not the truth for me. And I've said this. I have goals and I want to hit them. And it's reminders on days like this that to get the best out of ourselves, we need to put this pressure on. And that's why when I'm able to come out here like I did last week and run that 16-mile tempo at a 550 something pace, it's such a sweet feeling because the days like this, they burn. It's just horrible. I hate this feeling of failing. But success was binary today. And that's the thing about the marathon and training in general, and why I like training by pace and not heart rate. Because if I cross the finish line 3 minutes slower than I think I should, I'm not going to check my watch and say, well, golly gee, I'm glad my heart rate was a 168 beats per minute. And that's something that Hansen, that they talk about in their book. And that's why I like training by pace and try to follow the paces that Jack Daniels has. Because it would be easy on a day like this to say, well, we missed by 10 seconds here, we missed by 5 seconds here, but let's check the heart rate data and make sure that we were in the right zones. It could be rainy and windy when we're at Chicago. I'm not going to be checking my heart rate, making sure I'm in the right zone. I want to be prepared to hit my goal time no matter what the conditions are. And that's the other part of the way I like to train. I want to be over prepared to hit a time. If it's a half marathon and my goal time is a 119, I want to be able to run 10 to 11 miles of that tempo style in a workout. If my goal is to go sub 3, I want to be able to run that during training and have it be easy. That is my style of training and how I like to prepare for races right now. And so I don't feel that I'm over prepared. I feel that I'm just prepared enough right now. And it's days like this, they're a little bit disheartening. Even though my watch says I had a great performance. That was not a great performance. That was tough. And here's the thing about the heart rate too. My watch says my max heart rate was 195. It was not. It bugs out during times like this. But yeah, I think the positive takeaway, if we want to find one, is that we didn't quit. We didn't quit. That's the thing. I will never quit on a workout. I will never quit during a race unless I'm injured. So we made it through. It is time for some recovery. Time to also clean up these shoes. They were fine. The grip was fine. I didn't feel like it was amazing for running fast. I was in the Brooks Glycerin Max yesterday for my afternoon workout, and I wasn't trying to hit 450s. I was more so trying to hit, I wasn't really trying to hit anything. I was just having fun in the shoe. But yeah, I didn't feel like this was that much better than the Glycerin Max today. But it was really wet, and there were a lot of leaves on the ground. So I don't know. I think I've ruled these out of contention for the race, because if I'm not feeling like the benefits of the grip are that great, and I already felt like it didn't have that special factor, then it's probably not going to be the shoe I want to reach for on race day. It is a great shoe, and I'll use it again for workouts like this. It didn't have that other gear today, and I didn't have that other gear either. So it was not on the shoes. Some days we just don't have it. It doesn't matter what we ate for breakfast, what song we listened to before we got out at the door, how many hours of sleep we got. Some days we simply do not have it, and it's likely because of the mileage that I hit last week. I knew I needed one extra day, and I didn't give it to myself. I can smell some split pea soup or something in there. It's not even 10 yet, though, so. Whew. Right, that was trash. We got to recover and move on. All right, some much needed recovery fuel here. We have a bagel with some tofu scramble. Looks like Charles put some peppers, kale on it. Should be pretty good. This is a little mini lunch one. I'm not sure if I'm going to go out for a second run or not today. I don't need it for the mileage. If the rain clears up, I might. If not, I might just get out on some work. So we'll see how it goes. Either way, I need a lot of calories. I can feel that I'm just beat right now, mentally and physically. So we're going to throw a bunch of calories at it today and hopefully recover. That's what it's all about. And honestly, that workout wasn't that bad physically. We got the same stimulus that we would have gotten if we hit all the paces on a flat terrain in the dry. It's just, I wanted that mental boost of smashing it in the rain, and we didn't get it. And that's the disappointment. But we have 4 days now, or 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, basically 5 days if we count today and Saturday night to recover to the next workout. So we're just going to smash some calories, and then we'll be back out there for some more mileage soon. Good run or bad run? We got to clean off the shoes. You cannot put away your shoes dirty. And it kills me that I even had these things out here for 2 hours with dirt on them. The quicker you get to these and wipe the muck off, the fresher they'll stay. That's what I always say, man. You treat the shoes well, they'll treat you well right back. That's not bad. Ah, but look at this. The little ornamental dovetail. Oh, this one got all mucked up. Oh, we need some more water. Oh man, that's not good. That's a lot of mustard on my hands. Good run or bad run, you gotta clean the shoes and you gotta fuel. There's only one way to do it. So this is what we're gonna do. Look at this. A little homemade honey mustard. Charlie doesn't like when I call honey mustard homemade. The thing is, if it's not coming from the can, it's homemade. And this honey is fire from the farmer's market. Wildflower honey. You can taste the flowers. So you mix it up. See if we have any black pepper. You gotta add the black pepper. That's the secret of the honey mustard. It's not honey mustard without the black pepper. And this is heavy on the honey. This is heavy on the honey, but that's okay. Every day the ratio is a little bit different. I think we needed a little extra honey today. So the honey mustard is going on top of this. I made 2 little snack wraps. We also have the arugula from the farmer's market. And I made the same buffalo chicken patties, or vegan buffalo chicken patties, that I made yesterday with a little bit of the vegan cheddar. And so the buffalo chicken patties, it's some soy protein. And then the vegan cheese is probably something coconut oil. Next training block, I think I'm going to do a little bit more meal prep. But some days just being in survival mode, just being able to get this nice little lunch out right here is all we can do. And look at that. That's going to be beautiful. Then I have a little bit of a pasta on the stove as well. It's almost 2 p.m., so I am late today on my fueling, but because I had that bagel and a tofu scramble, this will be good to... Yeah, I was able to wait. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so hungry. I'm going to start eating this, and then we're going to have the pasta. I'm starving. Wow. One bite, everybody knows the rules. The wildflower honey is just crazy. It's like buffalo chicken with lavender. It's refined. That's fire. Alright, this is the Billet de Resistance. This is how I'm coming today, man. Shout out to G Herbo and Icewear Vezo. How I'm coming. That's a great song. This is how I'm coming. Big bowl of pasta. I just threw whatever red sauce we had in the fridge in there. A little bit of the vegan parm, some of the meatballs. Lots of easy, convenient foods. I need carbs. I need calories. I also need my caffeine. It's sitting right back there. So lots of easy, convenient foods, easily digestible foods. And then dinner, what did Charlie put on the menu? Stir fry. So we're going to have a lot of vegetables, probably some brown rice, tofu. That'll be solid. I am super hungry, but I've been reflecting on this morning's workout. Hold on. I want to share this before I ate. It is so easy for us, and I was thinking about this because I was in a really negative space during and after that workout because I was missing on everything. It's so easy for us to get in that space, but it's equally just as easy for us to say, well, who cares? Nobody cares. It's just a second here. It's just a second there. And there is a delicate balance between thinking critically about our race performances and contextualizing them, and our workout performances and contextualizing them, and then apathy. Apathy is the other thing, right? And it's a fine line between, I thought that was FedEx, but it's Waste Pro. It's a fine line between being relaxed and not letting these workouts and bad workouts jump on us. And I don't even know if that was a bad workout because the conditions were horrible. I was getting whipped around in the wind, but I wanted to hit those paces. I wanted to prove that I could do it in adverse conditions, and today I could not. But that's not to say I should lie to myself and tell myself that it's okay, because it wasn't okay in the context of my running. Now, it doesn't invalidate me as a person, but some days I think there can be this culture of workouts don't matter, times don't matter, and sometimes I say that they don't, and sometimes I feel that they don't, but other times, especially if we have a goal, these things do matter, and it's okay to let a bad workout make you sick. It's okay to let these things get under our skin, because that's what's going to drive us to perform better. And so I'm not going to sit here and wallow for the rest of the week. I'm going to get on top of my recovery. I'm going to make sure I'm getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep for the rest of the week. And then we're going to come out here on Sunday and we're going to hammer on the long run. And now I have 4 to 5 days to get back here, to get right, and to recover. And it was just 5 seconds here, 10 seconds there, but that doesn't sit well with me right now because my standard, the standard that I have for myself, this block is a standard of excellence, and I want to be on the right side of the margins because I'm not going to be happy if there's a 60 to 90 second miss on the marathon. I'm not going to be happy if I don't give it my all. And so giving it my all does mean designing a challenging workout for myself in adverse conditions and holding myself to a standard. And we didn't hit it today, and it's not, your dogs are still going to love you. Your kids are still going to love you. Your partners are still going to love you. But it's okay as hobby joggers to hold a standard for ourselves. The worst thing we can do is be apathetic. We have to care. We have to care about something. And that's why running is so great. And there's, of course, the mental benefits. But right now, I'm locked in to Chicago. This is what I am trying to do right now. It's not all about you. If it were all about the health benefits for me, I wouldn't be running 130 miles a week. I also have goals right now. So that's the tricky balance, right? I think what I'm trying to say is it's okay to care. It's okay to let these things get under our skin. But we also have to have a balanced approach where I'm not just going to sit here looking at my splits, thinking what I could do better. I'm going to actively be recovering and planning to attack that next workout. So we can't let these things destroy our day, but it's okay to care. It's okay to care. I need some lunch. Run number 2. We're going to do a family run with the squad. I'm going to take the Glycerin Max out for a few more miles. Nice recovery around the neighborhood. Should probably be about 40 minutes. Given Mason is going to be on the bike. So 4 miles, probably be running 10-minute miles with everyone. Get some more good, comfy, fun mileage in the Glycerin here. This is an awesome shoe based on my first run experience in it yesterday. Reevesy, come here. You want me to get the battery for you?
Yeah, battery. It's Saucony.
It's Saucony?
Yeah.
It's Brooks. Can you say Brooks? It needs batteries. Yeah, that does need batteries. Should have put some newspaper in there. Also, the Blue Dawn came back to bite us. I should have rinsed it out more. You see that, buddy? That's what happens when you don't rinse out the soap.
Daddy.
What's up?
This is beauty.
The green one.
That's a dinosaur.
Oh, yeah, the dinosaur.
And the big one was beauty.
That one was really cool, too.
And I put stairs all over it. Daddy.
You want to hold it? Dude, I did the Blue Dawn, but it didn't come up.
Oh, shoot.
It will come up.
You need
The brush.
You ready? You look cute.
Thanks. Do you like my outfit? Everybody on shirt me on except I adore it. Well, Joy does. She just has a sweater over it.
Yeah, she probably doesn't need that, huh?
Mama.
Oh, you're showing my shoes? Is this good?
You okay?
Are you gonna hold it in the stroller? You should check how it comes up the timer.
I can do something.
Here, ready? Really quick.
Hi, Lily. That's my big sister. Yeah, that's my big sister. I love her.
Alright, let me see the back one. I think the back one's actually fine. Yeah, the front one was just We lost the cap to this?
I don't know. I don't think I did. Maybe I did.
Yeah, I heard. Got a Bob from 2019.
I've got a package for y'all next.
Hey, alright, thank you.
What is it?
Your thing. What do you want me to do?
Are you guys ready?
Mommy, honey.
Yeah, go ahead. No, the camera. Stay on this side, mates.
I see so fast cute.
Yeah, I should head up to those people. The guava people? Yeah. I wonder if these are like if you combined them more with the Ultra Boost.
I see double look. I see double look. I know.
All right. That was fun. Nice family jog. 4.6 miles, 9:30 pace. Roni was in the stroller. Reevesy was in the stroller. Now he's off. How was it, Mace? How was it?
Medium.
Why was it medium?
When she gets stuck, you have to keep talking to me.
Okay. Charles is still putting in the work. She went for 5 miles. The rest of us stopped at 4.5. That was solid, though. And man, the comfort on these Glycerin Max are wild. This has got to be the most comfortable shoe that I own now. It is remarkable. Just so cushioned, nice bounce. Not super soft, but just the right amount of impact absorption. It's great. All right, shower and then dinner. And we can call this another solid day of marathon training. What do you think, Roni? Charlie is assigning me chores. It's a hedge trimmer, allegedly. What shoes are you in today?
Ultra Boost. Oh my god.
Why'd you pick the Ultra Boost?
Because they're fire, they're really bouncy.
Hey, bouncy.
Fun.
Bouncy fun. You
And,
feel like they're breaking in? They're getting bouncier?
Yeah, I think so. I actually, yeah, when we first started the run, I was like, this feels really awesome and fun.
Cool. Well, I might have to get some more miles in those soon. Shout out to Ultra Boost and Adidas putting in the work. What's up, buddy?
Mommy. Chickens?
Yeah.
Oh, cookie. Did they jump over?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's not.
3 of them.
Well, because remember the geese that were in their yard? Or you weren't? I don't know if you were here for that.
Oh.
Dude, those are fire. See, look at me.
Oh, we see.
You wanna get chickens?
We're homesteaders.
Guys. Oh.
Oh my gosh, I have to text my mom. We've been talking about
Hey, Daddy, this is like unbelievable.
Yeah, they're really just mobbing out, chilling. Posted up in the rose bush. Now Charlie wants chickens. She wants me to trim the hedges and buy her chickens.
It's a pretty good
Should I go in the backyard
wifely
and
ask.
see Daddy?
Some people's wives ask for way different stuff.
You want a diamond Swarovski bracelet?
Hey, Daddy, can I go outside for a second and look at them?
Are those more chickens? Oh no, those are just the toys that you guys left out there. Dinner tonight, grilled chicken.
Can't go outside, right? Did you just say that?
It's the chicken paparazzi.
You move here. This is your retirement present, just waiting for you.
Enough chicken talk. Back to important things here. Scrubbing the little last of the soap with toothbrush. This should do it. Get the blue off. I can already see the blues coming off. So that's the other part about the blue Dawn. It does have blue dye in it. So you got to make sure you get it out. So I'll just wash this off. Throw some newspaper in there. And then these will be good to go for tomorrow or whenever else the next day we use them. But I think I'm going to start dailying this. Just put a lot of miles on it. It's so comfortable.
You know who they belong to? Is the cheeser stuff. Cute. Which one's your favorite?
Daddy, this one.
Cleaning machine.
Mine's the black one. My favorite is which one's your favorite, Daddy?
The orange.
You like the orange one.
I like brown.
You like the brown one?
I like the black and white one.
You like the black one. I didn't say that.
And I told you, man, Supwell Kitchen back with a vengeance. Charlie's been going ham with the gentle autumn recipes. This is a apple oatmeal bake or baked oatmeal. We call it oatmeal bake in our house. I'm guessing she put all the good cinnamon nutmeg in there with the streusel on top. Ooh. Are the chickens back?
Oh, you wanted that too? I bet Mason would trade with you.
We also have on that meat on the floor.
I think he used to do that. So maybe me. Oh, was that functional? Sorry, this?
No.
Oh, okay. You put it on top of the cloth. I was
Oh, no,
just asking if it was. Oh, it got in your diaper? Oh, that's still super weird. I'm sorry about that. Okay, can you wait a second? And I'll help you out.
Last meal of the day. Nice stir fry. We got some, I'm guessing, jasmine rice with tofu, eggplant, broccoli with teriyaki sauce. Looks great. This is a great meal to refuel after a big mileage day or a big workout. It's also simple. It sits easily. Just don't have too much broccoli. Too much broccoli will wreck the system, but nice balanced meal. And if you're a meat eater, you could even do this with chicken. But I love this meal. Then we're going to pair it with a little nice non-alcoholic golden ale here from Sierra Nevada's Trail Pass brand. I've been loving these. If you're a meat eater, you could do it with chicken, I say.
Not be the chickens from our backyard.
Yeah, just not the chickens from our backyard. All right, guys, that is all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow.